Hey, I've been saying this, I've been saying this, and it has come to fruition. So, as you can see, that our brother just wake up, so that's why his hair is messed up. But what's more messed up is the fact that the inevitable but eventual fact that was dying and destined to happen is that Erik ten Hag, Manchester United manager, is no longer Manchester United's manager. He just got fired. And see, this was coming. This was coming. No, I'll not say the last result, the undeserving loss that we lost against West Ham, is the reason why everything got sacked. This has been a brewing, this has been boiling for like some seasons now. Definitely starting with last season. Now, when we got third place in his first season, that's cool. But last season, that's where his decline started. That's where he lost influence of, not really influence, but that's where he lost backing from the fans. And the start of this season, given that we're almost in November now, it has shown that he has been incompetent as a manager. We had hopes for this guy coming to Manchester United, playing Ajax way, the way he played football at Ajax. That Manchester United. Now this brethren got sacked from Manchester United. No, this has been a long time coming, like I just said. This should have been done last season. I don't know why the trigger wasn't pulled. But it goes to show that Ineos, with the backing of Sir Jim Ratcliffe, has seen that this brethren has lost his marbles up here, so he's not competent to lead his side forward. So the club statement has stated, it's right here, let me go read it. Erik ten Hag has left his role as Manchester United's main first team manager. No, he didn't leave. You guys fired him, so of course he's going to inevitably leave, or he's going to get a restraining order. Erik ten Hag was appointed in April 2022 and led the club to two domestic trophies, winning the Carabao Cup in 2003 and FA Cup in 2024. We are grateful to Erik for everything he has done during his time with us and wish him well for the future. No, you don't. You don't. Ruud van Nistelrooy will take charge of the team as interim head coach, supported by the current coaching team, while a permanent head coach is recruited. So as things stand right now, Ruud van Nistelrooy, Ruud will take hold of the first team, which will be aided and assisted by the current coaching staff. Now, like I said, bro, this was a long time coming. Every time I knew that he had. Now, some persons were like bewildered, like confused, and wool. There was like a wool over their eyes when everything Hag signed a new contract. They thought, oh yeah, everything Hag is going to stay. He's going to work it out. Isn't me? Isn't me? He's going to work. He's going to get the best football for Manchester United. He's going to get Manchester United to play the best type of football, so we can get back to the top tier levels that we used to be. Dude, man, hey, contract don't stop you from getting sacked. Contract from a player don't get transfer. So sign a contract don't mean that much. This Virgin had it coming, like I said, bro. A contract wasn't going to get him saved from getting sacked. He got sacked. And again, bro, it was inevitable, man. It was inevitable. This Virgin was going to get the booty, and he did. And he did get the friggin' booty. He had it in his sights. So no more Manchester United Heisenberg, no more, oh, we're going to cut the season. We're not going to cut nothing. See? We fired you. You try to mislead the fans into thinking that we're going to play the Ajax way. That's why you were brought in. Because of what you have done in Ajax, in the Champions League with Ajax. Man, my hair looks messed up, huh? But man, hey, I don't even feel sorry for you, really. I wanted you to try to succeed, but your ego and your stubbornness, I guess, I mean, in a sense, you could say is Walter White, because in Breaking Bad, Walter White's ego was his demise. In everything Hag's, in everything Hag's, in everything Hag's, tenure Manchester, his ego, particularly in the last season, starting with last season, and with this season now, his ego, dude, man, you could say the demise started when he left, when he started benching Ronaldo. Although you could say it was a good decision on his part, because Ronaldo was no longer the player that he was. And he thought that Ronaldo would have been a problem, not only playing because he was trash, he was washed up, not trash, but he wasn't the type of footballer that he wanted in his starting 11. You know, he could have been a problem in the dressing room given that CR7 has a big ego, because he does. So he sold him. You have this falling out with Jadon Sancho last year, and he didn't really. I mean, you guys right now. I mean, Sancho is laughing in the Chelsea dressing room right now, or even in training session right now, because he got sacked. Your ego, man. Your ego. You didn't have no adaptability to you, man. You thought you were Jose Mourinho. You're not no friggin' Jose Mourinho. You're not Jose Mourinho by any stretch. So this sacking was imminent. This sacking had to be done. This bridging was on the block, the execution board for months, and it took just today, on the 28th of October 2024. Hell, I mean, if it was on the 31st, it would have been some Halloween, Halloween gifting, right? But it took until the today for the executioner to finally pull the trigger, to like finally just hammer down the axe on the head and chop it off. I wish the best for Ruud van. No, I'll say this: I'm not the best. I'm not. I'm not so big on Dutch coaches in the Premier League. Although Van Gaal didn't do well, didn't do so bad at Manchester United, and Gus Hiddink, when he was at Chelsea, didn't do too bad. But I wish the best for Ruud van Nistelrooy, and I'll say this. I'll say this. Let me say this. When Ruud van Nistelrooy starts to take over, just like Michael Carrick in 2021 leading up until 2022 until Rangnick came in, I'll say this. If Ruud van Nistelrooy does well even up to the best until the end of the season, we need to replace him, because I'm not big on fast gratification, saying that, oh yes, he's giving us top four, so we have to give him a permanent contract. You see me as Manchester United. No, we're not going to pull off another Ole Gunnar Solskjaer thingy at Manchester United. We're not in that. We should not be looking in that direction. That was a wrong turn that we did with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, because his tenure as interim manager, he did good. He did good. He brought some positivity to the dressing room. Rashford, Lingard, Pogba, Lukaku were playing good football. We went decently far in the Champions League after knocking PSG out of the Champions League. So yeah, it was a good look. But we should not be so desperate, you see me, to give this bridging a contract, Ruud van Nistelrooy a contract, if he does well. And I'm not saying that I want him to do bad, but if he does well, we should say, all right, boom, he has done his time. Let's get a permanent coach in, and we go place his bridging. If he can stay in the coaching team if he chooses to, and if the permanent manager that we are going to learn, whoever it is, chooses to keep him. But we should not give this bridging a permanent contract if we do well until the end of the season, or forever how long he's going to be here as interim head coach. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. It was a long time coming for this brethren to get the sack. Amen. I mean, I'll finish this video like this. A brethren went to his ex funeral scene, and he was given the freedom to give his thoughts on while his ex was alive, and he said 3 words. He put his hand on the pulpit, and he had a big smirk on his face, like his smile was as wide as a football pitch. This brethren was say, "Ain't God good? God answers prayer, doesn't he?" With that being said, I'll show it to you guys in the next video podcast. But it's out to him, and have a very good have a good Monday. I hope you guys are in the festivities of the Halloween season. I know that I am. I've been watching horror movies for the last 3 weeks. So our brother is into not that he celebrates Halloween, but just to keep up with the season, I've been watching some horror movies, and boy, man, some of them movies will mess you up. I'm not going to give you a recommendation because it's not the video for it, but you guys enjoy Halloween once it comes, and I'll see you guys in the next video podcast. Erik, you're out. I am out as well.